Welcome to episode 104 of the We Don't Know Jack podcast, live from Virginia, I believe.
Y You are in Virginia. I had to check your location. So,
Yeah,
you are in fact in Virginia.
it was a long travel day. It all runs together too. We had a long layover in Nashville. I don't know.
And I am still in St. Louis.
Yeah,
I have not traveled anywhere.
you don't have a fun traveling job.
No. I have a entertaining job, just no travel.
You should get.
Unless you consider a 25-minute drive travel.
So let's talk about driving. You ready for this? Last Monday, I left the house at 7 o'clock for a 9:30 flight.
Okay.
That's plenty of time. That's more than enough time. Even with traffic, it shouldn't take me any more than 50 minutes, maybe an hour.
Mm-hmm.
If it's really bad, it shouldn't take me more than realistically 35. Like today, I got there in 35. The airport is not that far, but it's far.
Yeah.
It's like 40 minutes. It's not a bad drive. It's not a fun drive, but it's not a bad drive.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a late flight. I'm all excited. I don't have to get up until 6 and left the house at 7. I'm driving, I'm cruising along 44, having a nice old time. When boom, we stop. And boom, we don't move.
A little thing called a traffic.
No, this wasn't traffic. This was stopped. This was put the car in park and lean back because we ain't going anywhere.
Was there a accident?
Yes, there was.
Okay.
At
I was like,
270, at 44 and 270, there was a wreck.
okay.
It was backed up when I got caught in it about 4 miles off 141.
Oh, okay.
That's a long way to go.
Yeah.
And it was completely just stopped all the way. Four lanes were closed. It was bad. I'm listening to Riz, and Lauren did three traffic reports while I sat there, and she said, "Guys, it's a mess out there. Just be careful."
You're like, I'm trying.
So
I'm in the thick of it right now.
it was so bad. It gets to 8 o'clock, and I'm still not even to 141 yet. I still have a 37-minute drive at this point.
Yeah.
So I called my team lead, and I was like, I don't know what's gonna happen here. Just so you know, if you haven't left yet, don't go this way."
Mm-hmm.
Eventually, I get to 141. I get off. I go some weird back way, get on 270, smooth sailing. Of course, the one time I'm in a hurry, the bus isn't there waiting at the parking lot. Not their fault. They're great. They do everything right. They're just doing their,
Yeah.
but I'm in a hurry. Like, come on, we gotta make this flight. We gotta make this flight because you're supposed to have your boarding pass 10 minutes before the plane boards.
Yeah.
We're getting dangerously close to that point. It is now 9:03, and I'm still on a bus. The flight boards at 9:25.
So
None
that
of this
would
was my
get me
fault,
so
dude.
stressed out.
Dude, you wouldn't believe how stressed out I was. I don't really get stressed.
You don't get stressed. Like, I'm constantly stressed. You don't get stressed until it's like your life depends on it.
How you've seen me stressed maybe what once ever?
Probably.
Like truly stressed, not anxious, not having anxiety, not paranoid,
Yeah.
truly stressed.
Yeah.
I've had that feeling maybe three times in my life. One time when we got slammed at Red Robin and I was the only host.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe one time at Lindenwood, maybe.
Yeah.
And driving to the airport last Monday. So I
Your
finally get
three your three traumatic experiences in life.
I finally get off the bus and I book it straight to it. I put my tag on there and I throw it up there and I was like, "Did I make it in time?" She goes, "Yeah, honey, you're good. You're good. Don't worry about it, honey. You're good." I was like, "Oh, thank God." And I throw it up there and I book it down to TSA.
Yeah.
Get through TSA, 30 seconds, no problem. I look at my ticket. It's gate E40. And I said, "Fuck." When's the last time you flew?
I was honestly probably like 7 or 8 years old.
Okay. Well, you come through pre-check and it's gate like 11. or 18 or something, 12. I don't know. It's low. So to get to 40, you got to go out pre-check to the left, go all the way down to the left, go all the way down to the right, all the way down to the left at the end. And
Mm-hmm.
it's the farthest gate possible.
So
And
you were running.
I had to pee
Yeah.
because I'd been in the car for 3 hours. So
For
I
wait,
booked
well,
it.
you mean you didn't have a bottle with you?
No, I didn't.
Or a can?
No, I didn't have anything. I just got all the trash out of my car, so I didn't have anything. I didn't have to pee that bad until I was getting close, but
You always gotta keep one bottle with you.
I usually do, but I just took all the trash out. And I figured I'd have one sooner or later. So
Okay.
I'm booking it. I run into like three coworkers at the airport. I want to stop and say hi to all of them, but I can't because I gotta go. It's like
Mm-hmm.
9:17 now. I stopped to pee, fill up my water, to take my Dramamine. I'm still booking it down there. It's 9:20 now.
Is it like this scene in Home Alone when they're running through the airport?
Kind of. I wasn't running, but I was moving. Now, granted, I still had a half an hour, you know,
Yeah.
because I got to be there when it boards, or else I'm gonna go crazy. So
Hmm.
I'm booking it and booking it, and none of this was my fault either. I left with
No, I mean
plans.
it's
This was
a
fully out of my
trash.
control. So I'm booking it, and I get down there and I find my team. They haven't got on the
Hmm.
plane yet. We board, I think, a minute and a half after I got there.
Nope, you had that minute and a half to kind of calm down.
It was wild. It took me 3 times as long to get there as the flight did to get to Nashville.
What do you think of the Nashville airport?
I've been there 14 times in the last month. I was there today.
Yeah. People say it's chaotic.
It was fine. I was on the other side of it though. I was on the less chaotic side.
Oh.
There's just a lot of people. So we get there and then have to drive 3 hours to Oak Ridge, an hour outside of Knoxville. I was like, this day is never going to end.
Hmm.
So I've already been in the car 5 hours at this point. It's like 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
So if you saw my TikTok and my Instagram and my YouTube video, you saw where I ended up this past week. Somehow I ended up at Monday Night Raw.
Yeah.
Usually we'll kind of try to like plan something like that in advance, or at least look at it. We realized about 4:30 that day that Raw was in Knoxville.
Hmm.
So we're like, let's go. And I was tired. I was like, I don't know, maybe. And then I thought about it. I'm like, when else is this gonna happen where I happen to be in the same town as Raw or SmackDown or something? I'll go. So
Yeah.
me and two of my coworkers went. We had a great time.
How much were tickets for something like that?
$70, I think. They were more than they should have been because we needed three of them together last minute.
Oh,
It should
yeah.
have only been about 40 if you're just buying
Uh,
one ticket.
yeah, sometimes it's cheaper if you get them ahead of time, and
It's
then other times it's cheaper if you get it like the day of.
It depends on if it's like if they sold a lot of tickets or not. If there's a lot of open tickets, if there's a lot of open tickets,
Yeah.
it's cheap. But like when we went to the Pelicans game, it was super cheap.
Well, yeah, because you said they were not very good to you.
They were real bad.
You
So
saw the baby though.
yeah, we did. That was so much fun that night. We had such a
Anyway, back to Knoxville in
so
Raw. How was
so
it?
we decided to go to Raw. It took about an hour to get there with traffic. So now we're at 6 hours in the car when I'm only supposed to have been in there for about two. Been a
Okay.
long day. When we get to Raw, one of my coworkers, he watches Raw every week. The other one has never watched wrestling before.
Hmm.
Outside of Iron Claw.
Which is a movie.
A very, very sad movie. Very, very sad movie. So we get there and she don't know what to expect. By the end of it, she was cheering louder than we were.
You converted her.
We converted her. It was awesome. It was so much fun. We get to see so much dumb. It was just a dumb episode, but it was fun.
Yeah.
Nothing really crazy happened. Oba Femi had an open challenge. When he walks to the ring, he does this little strut, like kind of moving his arms back and forth.
Yeah.
Oba Femi is bigger than Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, you did make me Google him the
He's
other
a
week.
big man.
Yeah.
And he was doing an open challenge and he's running out of people to beat up. Nobody will come out and fight him. So he went to the back and he drugged two people out and beat them up. It was awesome. And then what else happened? Io Sky and Soul Rocka had an awesome match. They were really cool. They tore the house down. Penta came out and did his Cerro Mero a few times. You know what Cerro Mero means in Spanish?
No.
Zero fear.
Okay.
I think I'm saying that right. I don't know, but he comes out and he does his thing.
Yeah, correct us if Jack
Well,
just butchered it.
Zero is zero. I know that.
Yeah.
Or Cerro or Zero. I don't know how to say it. I didn't do well in Spanish. Um, but that was fun. Dom was there. Dom and somebody. El Grande, I think, had a fun match for a title. And we acknowledge Roman Reigns around here as our tribal chief. You know,
Okay.
point up like that. The whole crowd was doing it. It was awesome. I didn't fall out of my chair when Roman's pyro went off. It was great.
You knew it was coming.
I'm seriously the grown man sitting there with my ears plugged when the pyro goes off because it startles me so bad.
Yeah.
Even if I know it's coming, it still gets me. And it wasn't even bad this time. It was like the quietest WWE pyro I've heard them use.
They knew you were gonna be there.
They
They,
did.
they were like, we gotta make it quiet for him.
They were nice to me. But it used to be so loud. It was like Shake the Building loud at Enterprise.
Yeah.
So it was fun. We had a good time. And the highlight of the night, you saw it on TikTok. Well, there's two. The first one, Logan Paul and Austin Theory and Braun Breaker were in the ring. And we all knew Joe Hendry was going to come out soon. We
Hmm.
we just knew it. He comes out playing his guitar, singing his hit song, Can We Fire Logan Paul?
Yeah.
And it's very, very easy song to learn. Goes like this: Paul, Paul, can we fire Logan Paul? Over and over.
Very, I mean, he is the Shakespeare of music.
He's something. He's
Yeah,
great.
a
But
lyrical genius, if you
oh,
will.
the whole crowd was singing it for their whole match. It was awesome. Montez Ford came out and yelled Rocky Top. The place went nuts. Home of Rocky Top.
No, yeah, Knoxville, Tennessee.
Yep. And then the acknowledgement ceremony at the end. Jacob Fatu was supposed to acknowledge Roman as the OTC, the one true chief or the original tribal chief or something. OTC, whatever it means. That's one of the lines in the Joe Hendry song is respect to the ruler. I acknowledge the OTC. Which is who? Who's the tribal chief?
Well, I guess if he didn't acknowledge Roman Reigns,
There you go.
it's, oh, it is?
Roman's the tribal chief.
Okay.
But his I guess his cousin. I think he's his cousin. I don't know. There's so many Anawais. I think they're cousins. He didn't acknowledge his cousin, and Jacob beat the snot out of Roman. Put him through the announce table. The barricade exploded. It was awesome.
I mean, I didn't watch any of it. I don't even know what to watch it on now.
Netflix.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't anything special. It wasn't an amazing episode. It was just fun.
I actually, I don't know the last time I logged onto Netflix and watched something.
It's been a while. I watched something the other day. But before that, it's been a while. But what made me laugh is I opened Reddit afterwards and it said this crowd tonight sucked. So I commented that I enjoyed it. It was a nice crowd for most of the time. Somebody responds, had dug through my entire Reddit profile to figure out when I started watching wrestling and responded with, this guy doesn't know anything. His first match was Adam Cole and Pat McAfee with no crowd. It's like, geez, you have some free time. If you're going through my profile to talk shit on the internet, good Lord, grow up.
First off, you're on a Reddit. You should know what you are
I
getting
didn't
into
realize
with
they were
that.
that slimy over there.
Oh, yeah. That's why if I'm ever on Reddit, it's always like, I don't use it like a social media thing. I use it for like advice or something. Or like if I have a question
Yeah,
about
that's what
something.
it's good for.
Yeah. I
So
don't look at it for conversations between people.
he deleted his comment too. The little, yeah. So one end of the spectrum, Big Show, to the lowest level production I've ever seen of wrestling.
Okay.
You know, any promotions, I give them some credit. They do the best what they have. This one was rough. It was a nice, I mean, it was a cool thing. It was a cool show, but it was in the outfield of a softball field in the middle of nowhere.
Okay.
It was interesting. It was a local promotion. It wasn't bad, just it wasn't amazing. It wasn't Glory Pro. It wasn't Anarchy. It
Yeah.
was another promotion that does well. It's just this show was one of the smaller shows for him, and it was something.
And where was this?
Barnhart, Missouri.
Okay.
It was kind of a rinky-dink setup, but hey, the crowd had
Yeah.
fun. It was a good time.
Was it like backyard wrestling where they like throw each other on a trampoline or a
No,
mattress
it
in
wasn't
the
that.
yard?
It wasn't that rinky-dink, but it was pretty rinky-dink.
Okay.
So after that, I come home and I flipped on the Ronda Rousey Gina Carano fight.
Which I heard was happening.
Yes.
I did not know what day it was, so I missed it. But I woke up the next day and I checked Twitter. It was all over my feed.
We'll get to that. But first, Nate Diaz was in the co-main event. Nate Diaz is a legitimate psychopath. He's a crazy man. You've heard of him before, right?
I I don't think so.
He's
I don't watch
UFC
fighting.
legend. But every time he talks, he sounds like he's brain damaged.
He's got CTE from getting hit too
He
many
just
times.
doesn't speak real well. He sounds kind of brain damaged. I don't think he is. I think he just talks weird. But
Okay.
man, I have never seen so much blood in a fight.
Who won?
He got busted open. Him and Mike Price, I think it was his name. But
Okay.
Mike Price, I want to say. I could be wrong on the name. Don't quote me on that one. But or the other guy got the win because Nate Diaz was bleeding so bad that they had to stop the fight.
Oh, okay.
So that fight would have been good. So we move on to this Carano Rousey fight. Ronda Rousey's one of the best ever in her time. She made women's MMA mainstream. She was a superstar. She's done movies. She's acted. She's done all kinds of stuff. She's a
Yeah.
WWE champion. She's done it all. She also can't fight standing up at all.
But she's also old now.
It's not that
It
old.
was
She's
already
37.
like, I mean, for fighting,
Well, yeah, so she's not that old, but she's also a judo Olympian and like she's a complete badass on the ground if she can get there. Holly Holmes knocked her out standing up. She's lost two fights, both she couldn't get on the ground because they realized she couldn't box. Anyway, Gina Carano has not fought in 17 years. She's 44. She was 27 the last time she fought. She also gained a whole bunch of weight and got real unhealthy and then
yeah.
got super healthy and lost all that weight. And she was the one that Disney fired from Mandalorian a while back for basically being a Republican.
I didn't know that.
There's more to it, but like the basis of it.
Why is it that all these, like the wrestlers and some of the boxers or like MMA people, they go into acting after?
So they're known mainstream and they have an easy route to it. People will watch them. So, but so
Like,
they both did it. Gina was more of a trailblazer than a like superstar. She was good. There's
okay.
no question she was good. But she set the way for everybody. She was the first one on to I think first woman to main event a major fight card or something.
Okay.
I think. Don't quote me on that. So they get in the ring. Carano comes out to the Killers. You know that one song. What's it called?
Mr. Brightside.
That one. Come,
Okay.
she comes out to that. Rousey came out to Joan Jett, bad reputation, just like she did in WWE. Joan Jett played her live at Mania one year.
I mean,
You
Joan Jett's on my bucket list to see, so
you know I like Joan Jett. I love Joan Jett.
who doesn't like Joan Jett?
They're out there.
Well, yeah, there are a few that are, except the ones I've seen are absolutely like sexist
Yeah.
pieces of shit. Everyone
So
else I know loves Joan Jett.
as they should. So the match starts and then the match ends in about that amount of time. Ronda double legs her, spins her around, locks in that armbar. Gina taps out. 15 seconds, 17 seconds. It was one of the saddest fights I've ever seen. Gina stood no chance. We all knew that from the beginning.
I mean, I feel like at that point they should. I know, was it a boxing match or a MMA?
MMA.
MMA? Okay. Like, I feel like that at that point, if they should kind of like, because MMA is real.
Mhm.
I feel like if it's almost like a dead giveaway of who's going to win, they should at least be like, okay, like let's have this match try to last like 3 rounds.
Like a Jake Paul fight.
Yeah, like kind of script it out like Jake Paul. Don't say who's gonna win, but just like have it last this amount of time. So that way it's not like a 10-second match and everyone just sat there for
Ruins the integrity of it. You can't do that.
what?
It ruins the integrity.
Yeah. But I'd rather watch an entertaining fight than
That's true.
wait 2 hours for something that's gonna last 17 seconds.
More importantly, though, the most exciting thing in sports this weekend. I don't know if you caught this or not. Did you catch any Cardinal games this weekend?
I did not watch the games, but I did see all of the footage going around of shirtless men at Busch Stadium.
The Tarps Out Terrace is a new greatest thing in baseball. These kids from Texas came up for a like club baseball World Series or something. And I don't remember Patrick might have been his name. I don't know. I can't remember his name, but this kid he said, "Screw it, I'll do it." Went up to an open section and took his shirt off and started screaming. Then all of his buddies proceeded to do the same thing. And then the entire stadium did the same thing. And then it was
Hmm.
like, I don't know, probably a solid 4 or 5 sections, like completely full sections of these kids going nuts.
Yeah, I
It
know
was
a few
awesome.
people who joined in.
Do you?
Yeah,
Well, Ali
they,
bought 1,500 tickets for him.
he did.
Ali Marmol bought 1,500 tickets and said, "I'll do this every game as long as you guys keep coming."
Oh, I didn't know that.
Ollie, that's a class act right there from Ollie. But the players loved it. The kids loved it. It was awesome. It was
Oh
electric.
yeah,
It was so loud too. Like
I
you could
I
hear
could see that
everything.
becoming like a new thing at Busch Stadium.
I hope it does. Of course,
Like
I
that would be fun.
opened Twitter and it's a bunch of women on there saying, "Do we get to participate?"
Honestly, I would say yeah. I mean, if maybe keep the bra on,
I support it.
keep yeah, keep the titty support, keep the bra on, but shirt, go ahead.
There was definitely some women in there in like sports bras.
And you know what? That's fine.
Do you know John Boy Media?
I've heard the name.
The guy who does the lip readings on like ejections and stuff.
Yeah.
One of his guys, Jolly Olive, his name's Jack Oliver, but they call him Jolly Olive. He's sitting up in right field. He's up there with his shirt off. I don't know how he got there in time for that, but he was there. And then Chris Rose this morning on Talking Baseball, I think that's what it's called, Baseball Today. I don't know, whatever show he does with Trevor Plouffe, had his shirt off too during it. So it's becoming a thing.
Yeah,
It's
I
electric,
kind of
dude.
hope it does.
It's like watching college football, but in baseball. It's awesome.
Yeah.
And then Pozo hit that walk-off hit, and it was all play. They went ape shit. Game two, same thing. The entire game they were like that.
Hmm.
And then the kids that started it couldn't get there for game three because they had their own game.
Oh,
But they won with a walk-off double.
you know what? Maybe we need to keep doing that so we keep winning.
But we did lose game three, but it wasn't as electric. But
Well,
up in New York, they do this thing called roll call where they go around
hmm,
and they just yell everybody's name until the player acknowledges them.
yeah.
They do it in the first inning. It starts the weekend game. It's nothing. I mean, it's just standard. One section does it. But this one they did it like five times on Saturday.
I mean,
They were
yeah,
chanting ball two, ball two, ball two.
but I think it's funny. One of, I know one person who said they're, they were on Facebook and they saw that their pastor was a part of the shirtless stadium. And,
That's my pastor right there.
and, and all of the comments were like, man, I can't wait to hear about this on Sunday.
Oh, it's like when the Tigers won the division, they were partying singing Hank Jr. in the locker room. They were singing Dinosaur and all the comments said, "This is my America."
Yeah.
You know that song Dinosaur?
I mean, it's like the American hockey team of winning gold. It, get his tooth knocked out and still fucking win. And they're all popping champagne.
That was awesome. Jack Hughes, man,
American hero.
he got some unnecessary hate for being friends with Trump. Wait till they realize most of the NHL is Trump fans.
I feel like a good portion of the NHL are Canadian or some other European.
Doesn't mean they're Democrats.
I mean, they can't vote in America.
You know, I think the one of the funniest lines that's ever been uttered on this show was two episodes ago with our most idiotic friend Casey.
Oh no.
And his words were, I don't remember.
I mean, I can think of a I
Oh,
can think
you
of
asked,
especially one, but I'm not gonna say it.
no, you asked, so can I decorate your new house? And he
Oh yeah.
said, as long as you don't have fake plants, we can't have people thinking I'm a Democrat, which made zero sense.
Well, he didn't want at first he said no plants. Yeah, it was like, okay, it makes sense because he's never home. So I
Right.
was like, well, about fake plant, you don't have to take care of it. It's just there. And he goes, absolutely no plants.
And he says, we can't have people thinking I'm a Democrat. Which
Yeah.
was
First off, no one that goes over to his house would think that.
nope.
I'm
Nope.
sure there are
No.
plenty of other giveaways that would say the opposite.
That's a nice house he got.
I haven't seen it yet. I still have his coffee grinder I need to give him.
Yeah,
It's sitting in my backpack.
I went over and helped him move.
By helped, you meant.
I carried some boxes, motherfucker.
And then what do you do after that?
Carried some more boxes.
How many boxes?
Like six,
How many boxes total did he have?
20,
How many people were helping?
six.
Do you help unpack any of them?
No, I had to leave. I
Okay.
I had to go. I went to so I had to leave to go to Elks trivia. And not the best trivia I've ever been to. They
Do
tried.
you wait, do they pick like who does the questions?
I don't know how they
Will
decided who did it, but
volunteer.
they need a new crew.
Are they using AI to write the questions?
No, but there was just a couple of subjective questions. I don't want to call them out on here, but they could do better.
Oh, what were some of the questions? Do you
Well,
remember?
the one that kind of annoyed me, one was like, who hit the longest home run in baseball? Depending on how you phrase that, there's 14 different answers.
Okay.
Officially, Major League Baseball record, it's Babe Ruth, 570 something. Technically, by the way you phrase it, longest home run in baseball was this AAA kid who hit one 580 feet.
Was that the answer?
No, Babe Ruth was the answer. Accurately,
Okay.
statistically, provenly, it's Nomar Mazara. But they can actually prove with accurate measurements, modern era,
Yeah.
you know, technically it's Nomar Mazara. So there's some leeway on that one. But we did
Okay.
pretty good. The hell? Weird.
Is there a ghost in your hotel
I don't
room?
know. Did it not look like light just flashed?
No.
I'm seeing
I
things.
mean, you also have like a green screen background, so every time you move, it like adds different parts of your room.
That's probably what it was. Well, anyway, we won as we tend to do.
Yeah.
We won by one. We got 97 out of 100 questions right, or 95 out of 100 questions right.
They do 100
It
questions?
took 4 hours. It was a long night.
Oh my God.
It was a long night. Yeah. Well, you know what the category was that put us over the edge to win? Because we won by one.
I mean, I kind of want to say sports, but I
Nope.
feel like that's too general.
Duck Dynasty.
I should have guessed for Eureka.
I knew there was a reason I've seen every episode 14 times.
And that was a reason. So in
Well, they were
20
all
years, you
eh,
you knew the answer to a Duck Dynasty question.
damn right. And you know what? It wasn't even like hard questions. You watched the show, right?
Yeah, when it was still on TV,
Yeah.
yeah.
What was Phil's catchphrase?
Oh God.
It's the easy one.
I know he had one.
Three,
I I
two,
couldn't tell you what it is.
happy, happy, happy.
Why did I think that was Psy?
So I would say Jack. Um, one of them that I was gonna be nitpicky on was what does size drink? What does I drink all the time?
Sweet tea.
Oh, iced tea, iced unsweet tea. It's not sweet tea.
Oh. Well, what if someone just said tea
That's
as
what
an
we
answer?
did. We mulliganed it, so we were gonna get it for sure.
Oh, okay.
The one that I couldn't remember what NASCAR driver was on an episode.
Oh, I have no idea.
Clint Boyer. John knew it, thankfully.
Never heard of that name. I don't pay attention to
I
NASCAR.
don't really know NASCAR well either. I know enough to act like I do, but I don't. What was the other one? Who's the CEO of the company?
Willie?
Willie. Who was Phil's backup at TCU or
What's
LSU? Not LSU, Louisiana Tech, whichever college he went to.
Oh, I don't know.
Old Blue Eyes, Terry Bradshaw.
Oh.
Trying to remember the other ones. I don't remember the other ones, but we went 10 for 10 there and went up by two and won in the last round.
Okay.
The last round was theme songs, and they couldn't hardly get the microphone or the music to play. And
Do you get anything for renting?
I think we won some money. I think we won our money back, but nobody paid for it, so the money just went back into the fund. It was for a good
Wait.
cause though, so it's okay.
Okay, it was like a charity thing.
Yeah, our
Okay.
captain turned the money back over.
Okay.
It was fun though. We had a good time. It was just a long
But
night.
yeah, I cannot imagine doing 4 hours of trivia.
You gotta realize too, I was out late with you guys on Friday. I didn't get
Yeah.
back till one. I got home. I slept. I went to Casey. I woke up. I went to Casey's house, helped him move, came home, ate. I had a little. I didn't even. I don't even know what I did. I watched a little TV for like an hour, then went there for 5 hours, and then hung out for a couple hours, and then came home like one.
Yeah,
That was a
I
long.
would not would not do all of that.
That was a long 2 days, but it was a good time. It was a good time.
Yeah, I went out the day before I went out with you guys because two of my coworkers, it was their last day. So I went out with them to a
Strip club.
bar in Maryland Heights. It's called Brew House. It's like
Oh,
a
what?
little dive bar. It's fun.
What's it called?
Brew House.
I've heard of that.
And then went home, slept, worked the next day, and then straight from work met up with you guys on Main Street.
What a disaster of a night that was.
To me, well, it was half and half. Half was fun, the other half was like, why am I here? But I was also super tired from the night before and
Everybody
work.
was too drunk and feisty.
But then I woke up the next day and I walked at graduation.
Oh yeah, that was the next day.
Yeah, it was the next day at I had to be there at 1
Oh, well, you're fine.
because I graduated at well, the ceremony started at 2.
How was it?
It was only like in maybe an hour 15.
That was long. Mine was way shorter than that.
Well, I think there were less people in my class than yours, actually.
I remember. So they had somebody come up that had three names and speak. It was like a first name and a hyphenated last name. And
Okay.
I remember somebody told me about it, and I said, I don't know who that is, or I don't know who they are. And she said, it's one person. I said, I don't know them either.
No, I do have a like confusing last name, but they have you like,
No way. You have a hard last name to pronounce? Never would have thought that.
but they had like before graduation, like a week or two ahead of time, they had us go on a website and like write out or type out how to say it phonetically.
Kra, cow, skis.
Yeah, literally how I put it on the website. And then we get our little card and they write it already had written down how we typed it on the website. Then we get up on stage, hand it to the woman. The woman says it to the person that's supposed to say our names. The woman saying our names, she got literally everyone else's last name right, from what I could tell. And I mean, there were some very Hispanic last names that I would not have been able to figure out. She got all of those correct. When it got to me, oh, she stuttered. She fucking stuttered. And I was confused. So she started with she said the first part wrong and then went back and reset it. And she was still a little bit off. And I don't know. For me, I was like, it wouldn't be graduation without my last name getting fucked up at some point.
Never.
Because it happened on my high school graduation too.
I mean, it's a hard, once you know how to say it, it's not hard to say. It's just hard to read.
Yeah.
Your
But
Kauskis
also, it was
say,
spelled out phonetically, and I heard the woman that like told the woman saying the names when she said it to her, she said it correctly.
was it not Travis reading it?
No, it was some other woman.
Oh, it was Travis for me.
Travis is a dean now.
Oh, what happened to Cat?
Basically, everyone, how it was when you were there, now everyone basically got promoted a step up.
What happened to Kathy?
She's still there. She's just higher than she was.
I remember the day we figured out how we could get things accomplished in college just by CCing her in emails, and then things changed so fast for everybody.
Yeah, I did
Shout out,
see
dumbass.
I did see him there. And he smiled and waved at me because I'm pretty sure he didn't think I was gonna be there.
Oh, he ignored us.
Because technically this was like class of 2026, even though I
You are
was
class of 2026.
no, I'm 25.
Not technically.
The well, I got my degree. I finished college in 25.
Yeah, but you're still class of 26.
From when I started, yes, but because
Yeah.
I kind of fucked with my schedule a little too
You
much, I
graduated early.
finished early.
Still, that it's the 26th school year, so you count as 26.
But my degree says 25.
Yeah, that's just with a date on it, but it's technically the class of.
I don't consider it because I finished college in 25. And, I mean, they used to do winter graduations too, but they
Yeah, but
stopped
I
doing
think
that
you probably still would have been class of 26. So it's 26,
because no, they did like spring of 25 and
but
then
it's just that.
winter of
Never mind.
25. That's how they used to do it. But I guess colleges got so small student wise that they stopped doing it like that. So they just combined everyone.
Yeah. I remember hearing the camera team cheer for me when they said my name.
Well,
They all knew me.
the one person we know who I don't know if I can say the name or not, but they work with main media a lot. So on their hat, because when their students are walking to their seats, they like shoot the top of the caps that people have decorated. So they decorated theirs with the main media logo on it.
Do I know this person?
Yeah,
Well,
pretty well.
James.
Yeah,
I thought so.
but I wasn't gonna say the name because I don't think he's never been on the show, so I
He
wasn't
hasn't?
gonna say anything. What?
He hasn't been on the show?
No,
Oh, weird. I thought he had been. Weird.
no,
Weird. I could have sworn he had been. I don't
no.
know. We've done 100 and some odd episodes of this show. It's
I'm pretty sure we talked about it, but he hasn't.
yeah, I thought that happened. I guess he's
No,
just around a lot. I don't know. Weird.
he was always around when we were recording, though.
Oh, you know what it was? I bored out for him one time. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, that was not on this show.
No, it wasn't. I hate board hopping. It was weird.
I don't know. I guess it depends what it is.
I shouldn't say I hate it. I miss it.
Yeah, well,
I had to board up one time. I was supposed to do rock and wrestling, and the phone in the radio station rang, and the thing never rang. And I picked it up and I said, "Hello?" And it was Chad calling because he didn't have my number.
oh,
He's like, "I'm doing a remote. I can't connect. Can you board out for me?" I said, "I don't know how, but you could teach me."
I mean that's you can taught me over the phone too. You like showed me the week before, and then
That was a
you
little
called
easier
me
though.
like
That
ahead
was
of time
literally
too.
you had to press one button.
Yeah.
That was you just had to make sure it stayed on. And you heard one song play and immediately turned it down because you knew what it was.
Mm-hmm.
Chad
And
was
also there were
very
parts
interesting.
where some people were like cussing. Yeah, it was like we need to go to break. And also like you could barely hear what was going on.
Yeah, well, that wasn't anything because we didn't mic the ring. We could have mic'd the ring, but we didn't
Yeah.
because they like to swear.
Mm-hmm.
As Danhausen always said, no swearing.
But FCC
Did
gonna
we
get you.
did we talk about Danhausen's mystery tag team partner?
I think we did last week.
We didn't no, we didn't record last week, so we haven't talked about it.
Not last week. The one before.
No, because it didn't happen yet.
You talked something about Danhausen.
That it was coming up. I can hear my mouth. Nah, I gotta. It's fine.
Okay. Don't need that detail in here.
Anyway,
It's got a hairball.
I do. Our pal Danhausen, you know, I've called three of his matches. I've called more of his matches than Michael Cole has. Anyway, he had a tag match at Backlash against The Miz and Kit Wilson, and he had a mystery tag match. And you know they're on ESPN now,
Okay.
so he's constantly going to the ESPN studio and fucking with Stephen A. Smith.
As he should.
Always, he's messing with him. He goes in there, interrupts the top three plays of the day, top five plays of the day. He's sitting there reading the dang teleprompter, doing the, the top three plays of the day. And the girl asked him, well, you got a mystery partner coming to Backlash, right? Who is it? Give us the scoop. And he said, oh, you have to watch Backlash to find that out.
Yeah.
His mystery partner was, you remember the midgets from WrestleMania?
I mean, you told me about them.
They were
I
back.
didn't watch it.
Wrestling just makes sense, you know? Like, you just have to believe anything. Like, of course, Danhausen has the technology to clone himself. And he cloned himself, and then little Danhausen came out.
So now he has a bunch of little people that look like him?
Yep,
Okay.
because we don't question things in wrestling.
There is no logic behind it.
But like, why wouldn't Danhausen have a cloning machine? It just makes sense.
It doesn't because those don't exist, to my knowledge.
But if you understand Danhausen, it makes plenty of sense.
And if you lack common sense and logic, it
It's
makes
wrestling.
sense.
It's a suspension of disbelief.
Hence why I don't really watch wrestling.
You have no suspension of disbelief.
I like to think about things logically. I
Suspension of disbelief.
sure keep yelling it.
If I get louder, any louder, I'm gonna get some complaints. Why are you so loud?
Yeah, why why are you yelling that?
Suspension of disbelief.
Okay, continue with the minions running around.
Oh, it was dumb, but
Okay, well, see, even you
Danhausen
thought it
won.
was dumb.
Danhausen, it was awesome. I'm just happy to see Danhausen doing so well on TV
Yeah.
because he is a nice guy. It's cool to see he's doing good things.
hmm
He's like top five in merchandise sales in WWE.
Well, I mean, I would assume his merch looks cool since he has the face
It
paint and
does.
stuff.
He has wrestling merch that you can actually wear out in public. Like,
Why, some of them don't?
you ever heard of Britt Baker?
I've heard the name.
Dentist, wrestler. She's awesome. Or she was. She had a match where she
Yeah.
got the snot beat out of her. Thumbtacks, everything. It was awesome. It was one of the more like it's one of the only women's matches ever on TV that was like this. And at the end of the match, her whole face is dripping with blood. Her hair is red. It's awesome. And there's a shirt
Okay.
that's just her face, bloody,
Covered in blood.
covered in blood. There's another one where she got hit in the face and had a black eye, and it was just
Yeah.
a picture of her face with a black eye.
I mean, I feel, well, out of context, that would look weird.
There's Um, there's a hoodie that they sold at one point. I don't know if this was knockoff or real, but it said "Scissor me, daddy ass."
Okay, that's funny. You could wear that like out to a bar.
Out of context, nobody knows what that means. In context, it makes plenty of sense. I've explained it to
Well,
you.
out of context, it's funny.
I asked when I worked at the gym if I could wear it to work one day if I bought it, and I was told I'd be fired.
Well, yeah, that you have little kids in that gym.
I think it said "Oh, scissor me, daddy" or something. It was.
Yeah, that I wouldn't even ask if I could
I
wear
I was
that.
I knew the answer. I was messing with my manager.
I mean, we were basically told we have to dress professionally when we literally follow the dress code. We wear our polos and jeans, which is what we were told to wear.
Right. I have one
And
that says "Portrayer of Violence," and it's a bloody John Moxley.
I mean, you could wear that to like a Walmart.
I have one at the Walmart.
Yeah, I've seen a old man in overalls. No shirt, just overalls.
I saw a guy
I,
walking around without a shirt on playing the banjo at Walmart one time.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can wear that shirt to Walmart because some people don't wear shirts at all.
Yeah, they're just happy I'm clothed.
Yeah.
Um, there's an AJ Styles shirt from TNA that looks like somebody did something on the back of it.
Okay.
Looked like
I'm kind of tempted to Google that, but I
it
don't want to.
it says AJ Styles sort of, but it kind of looks like somebody had a long time
Yeah.
with a black t-shirt.
I mean, I've seen some very questionable shirts from concerts. I haven't seen anything sexual like
It's not
that.
sexual. It just hold on, I'll
I
find.
consider it sexual if it looks like, you know.
It's not sexual at all. It's just a bad design.
I mean, is it designed to look like that?
You tell me.
I can't really see. Is it? I don't
It's
know. It kind of looks like it's supposed to be like graffiti
it's supposed
to
to say
me.
AJ, but it looks like somebody. Never mind.
I don't know. It kind of looks more like a graffiti, at least from.
Google AJ Styles bad TNA shirt, and you'll see it a little more clearer.
Okay.
But it's not great. Oh, we need to add some food places to the list after this.
I mean,
You see it, your eyebrow went up. Yeah.
that. Well, it's like the drips down, but if you removed those, it would just look like a graffiti font.
Well, either way, it's a terrible shirt.
Yeah, I'd 0 out of 10 would not recommend buying.
But then, like, some of them are great. Like the Joe Hendry one that I used to wear to class that said, "I believe in Joe Hendry," and on the back it said, "Clap, clap."
I'm getting so. Okay, do you know what these Instagram instants are?
No.
Okay, it's some new update Instagram added. And I keep getting like notifications that people I follow are uploading them, and I don't know what it is.
I've never heard of it before.
I'm afraid to check because it's people I don't talk to anymore. Okay, let me find
Holy
the food
cow,
list.
Emily. My video I posted has 4,000 views on YouTube. We done gone viral.
Right now, I'm trying to find. Oh, I almost deleted that.
At least Joe
Oh,
Hen
I found your food list.
Joe Hendry made us go viral. Thank you, Joe. Uh
Okay, What places are we adding?
I don't know. Where have I been?
I mean, well, you're back in Virginia.
I haven't been here long enough to decide. I
You
had
were
an
in
average
Knoxville for a
cheeseburger.
day.
Oh, just Tennessee, or Oak Ridge, Tennessee, I guess you could call it.
Okay. What did you
Uh,
have to eat there?
well, let's think. I had a pizza. I know for sure.
Okay.
I had some hot chicken. That was
Nashville,
no,
classic.
that wasn't even that was right outside of Nashville, I think.
Well, I mean, it
Or Nashville.
kind
I
of
don't remember where that was.
originated there.
Little drive-through hot chicken. I had I think I had a cheeseburger and cake.
Okay.
And then I had another cheeseburger and cake.
What places are you going to that have all these cakes?
You'd be surprised. I had some good cake. And then I had Bucky's, but I thought we were gonna get some other food in Nashville, but then we didn't. So I just got like chicken strips from Bucky's instead of brisket
Oh,
and fudge. I had fudge. But the cookies and cream got too close to the peanut butter fudge, and then my whole thing tasted like peanut butter. And you know how I'm
okay.
psychotic about that.
You're I know two people who are fucking weird about peanut butter. It's you and someone I work with.
Me,
Except she likes peanut butter. We just have an inside joke going on about peanut
I
butter.
hate it, Emily.
I know you do.
And it's happened twice in the last week where the taste of it got in my mouth from something else I was eating and I almost threw up both times.
Okay.
Like what?
Well, we can remove those two from your food experience.
It was so bad. Not I don't know. Food was okay. I had a nice barbecue stand on my t-shirt. You know,
I
that's
mean,
barbecue stand.
number 12, you have Decatur.
Decatur. Well, Decatur. Where was that in Decatur?
I think that was earlier this year.
Decatur. Where is Decatur?
I think it's in Illinois.
No, I haven't been there.
Unless there's another. Oh, it might have been Alabama.
There was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw like half of that team today at the airport. We were all on the same flight.
Yeah, it was Decatur, Alabama.
That sure was a fun week. I don't know. I had two.
Higher or lower than that?
I don't even remember what I had to eat in Decatur. I mean, it was okay. It wasn't anything special. The view was nice at one of the places. It was right on the water.
14, you have Bloomington, Illinois.
Dude, I have no idea where to put this. Your guess is as good as mine.
I don't know, I didn't have any of the food.
I had two cheeseburgers and a Papa John's pizza.
We can put this as an honorable mention if
No,
you
'cause I was
want.
there for a week. I don't know. I'd put it, I guess it was,
Number 10 is Des Moines.
I don't even remember eating in Des Moines. When did I go to Des Moines?
That was like maybe last month.
Oh.
It wasn't that long ago.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I remember Des Moines. Yeah, we had a nice little time there. We ate at that restaurant. They gave us complimentary cake. I took that shit to the house. It wasn't as good as Des Moines.
At 13, you have Georgetown, Kentucky.
Georgetown was better.
15 in Delaware.
Okay, can go above Delaware.
Okay, is it better or worse than Bloomington?
I guess worse.
Okay, so it's moving to 15 and everything after that is moving
Let's see.
down.
I had Portillo's, I had Mexican, and I had a nasty flatbread pizza, but steak and shake made up for it. Okay, yeah, that's fine, I guess. This list is getting kind of hard because everything's kind of the same.
Well, you're not really going to the like places. You need to not go to fast food. You have to go to restaurants that are like kind of known in the
You
area.
gonna start paying for this?
That's what your company is for.
I mean, sort of. You get per diem, but they don't pay for
I'm
dinner.
like, yeah, they literally give you money for food.
That's true.
I don't know why you're asking me to pay.
What's the top five?
One is Albany, two, New England, three, New Orleans, four, Philadelphia, five, Somerville.
Dang, Philly's high on that list. I don't remember. Did I really put Albany as number one? Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah, it checks out. We ate good every night up there. Where did we go? We went to DeFazio's twice. We went to the steakhouse at the restaurant once. Monday, Thursday, Wednesday. Where did we go Tuesday? What did we do on Tuesday? I don't remember at
you
all.
look like you're ready for bed.
I'm slightly ready for bed. I am tired. I've been up since 4 a.m.
I am too. I got up earlier than expected today.
I left the house just before 5.
I have today, tomorrow, and then Thursday off. My schedule got switched to working Wednesday instead of Thursday.
Well, we were gonna go hiking, but we both had things come up.
Yeah, which I'm none of us on my side are very excited about because it was very last minute that no one on my team knew about
That's fun.
until literally the day I texted you.
Yeah, I forgot to text you, but I knew I was gonna be out of town.
Yeah, that we were all kind of excited to not work that day, and then someone decided, oh, let's do something. Yeah, that I was not in that meeting, but from what I heard, it did not go over very well.
You're the low man on the totem pole. You're not getting any say in anything.
We actually do. That meeting just happened when I, like me and my two other coworkers, kind of on the same level, were not there. It was early in the day when that came up,
No,
and we were not scheduled to be there yet. We heard about it after.
that's annoying. Is it raining hard there?
From what I can hear, not right now, but it was like off and on all day today.
I would getting I would get weather alerts all day.
Like I went to Gingham's today and on the way
Why do
there
you
it
go
was
there without
raining.
me so much?
I don't go there a lot. This was like a brunch thing I was doing with a few people. But also don't complain, you're out of town right now.
Sure I
You,
am.
even if I invited you, you wouldn't be able to come.
I would have made time for it.
Yeah, you would have driven and flown back in time.
Sure would have.
But on the way there, it was raining. it wasn't like a downpour, and then I left, and it was still raining. Then when I got closer to my house, it was like severe thunderstorm.
Torrential downpour.
Yeah, and then from then on, it was like off and on all day. Yeah, I think it's supposed to continue until tomorrow too.
Fun.
Yeah, it might be an all week thing, to be honest.
We had some rough turbulence on the plane, so I figured it was because of that. Dude,
Yeah, I,
turbulence, like a little bit of turbulence with the plane just kind of rocking a little bit. I don't mind. I kind of enjoy sometimes because it kind of puts you to sleep a little bit. But when you
yeah,
feel like the bottom of the plane's gonna fall out from the turbulence, that's terrifying.
yeah. Early tomorrow, which will be Tuesday, like 6 to 7 a.m. It's supposed to thunderstorm, and then later that night.
That's fun.
It seems like it might be off and on all week.
What's the weekend looking like?
Let me see. Saturday, 81, mostly cloudy. Sunday, 83, partly cloudy.
It was hot here today.
Well, next Wednesday, the 27th, scattered thunderstorms, but it's a high of 91.
93 or 4 here today.
I looked at your location and you're also like by the beach too.
We're not far from it.
Yeah. So I mean that's probably why.
It was hot.
I mean, oh yeah, we're under a flood watch until 1 p.m. tomorrow.
Yeah, I just saw that.
So that's fun. But it looks like we're not, or at least I don't want to say we because you're not here, but I'm not going to give rain until very late tonight.
Well, that's good. Well, Emily, all sloppiness over here is falling asleep.
And I am tired and I can feel my hair getting greasy because
I haven't showered in
I
2 weeks.
no, well, my dude, I don't know why. I think it's like maybe a girl issue that my hair, I cannot go 1 day without washing it.
I can't either. I took a shower
Like,
last night about 9 o'clock, and I look bummish.
like I gotta wash my hair because it's bothering me.
I also had headphones on most of the day today, though, so
I don't know if that has anything to do with it,
makes my
but
hair all kind of crazy.
well, it makes it look crazy. Mine just feels nasty.
So,
Even though it probably isn't, just to me, my OCD is kicking in.
yeah. Oh, here's a new one for you. Check into the hotel today. Go to turn on the TV, and there's no remote.
Did you call someone?
Yeah, I went down and got a new one.
Okay.
I was like, this is new. Never heard of this one before.
It's like someone stole the remote.
Yeah. Like I just handed me a new one. I was like, all right, that's weird.
I mean, I feel like they're well, why would you take a TV remote?
I don't know.
And like,
Well, I usually bring my own, but I didn't have it with me. I mean, I have it with me, but I couldn't get it to plug in.
well, some hotels like they have Netflix.
This one does. Use it to sign in.
Okay.
Usually, I just plug my own stuff in because it's quicker.
I
But
mean, if I was traveling, I would probably just bring my own laptop and watch it that way. I don't know. I'd be a little sketched out to plug in my own stuff.
I just bring a Roku. It's a travel Roku anyway, so it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
But the outlet was too far away and the TV wouldn't move. So
But again, make sure. Someone already stole the remote. They gotta make sure no one takes the TV now.
Yeah, I tried to hook it up, but last week I couldn't even plug it in at all because the TV was too close to the wall.
Yeah, they gotta make sure no one can reach behind and unmount it.
Yeah, that was annoying. I tried. Most of these TVs move, so
Yeah, I haven't been in a hotel in probably actually I think since 2021.
yeah, me neither.
So I'm not sure if hotel rooms have changed or not.
They're a bed and a TV.
And sometimes a desk.
It's like half a desk and a couch in this one.
Okay.
This one's a little bigger.
You got a fancy one. You're bougie now.
Couldn't tell you where we're staying, but
You're somewhere in Virginia.
have
That's
zero,
what we know.
have zero clue what hotel. But
Well, you don't need to share that information even if you did.
yeah, I'm not supposed to. So, all right. Well, we'll be back next week, probably on Tuesday, if I ever get
Okay.
the betting man, because I don't think Monday's going to happen. But I don't know.
We'll figure it out.
We shall wait and see. But until next week, we'll see y'all next time. Good night, everybody.